In the early hours on the morning of June 8, 2017, employees at a Weis Market supermarket in Eaton Township, Pennsylvania, were stocking and closing the store for the night. Shortly before 1 a.m., 24-year-old Randy Stair barricaded the exits of the store, with the intention of killing his co-workers. Randy Robert Stair, who called himself Andrew Blaze, worked at Weis Markets for 7 years prior to the shootings. He had kept detailed videos, recordings, and journals leading up to the shooting, most of which he uploaded to online forums and social media profiles just prior. In these writings and videos, he expressed his willingness to commit suicide, and addressed the personal tragedies and other misfortunes he experienced, which led him to a state of depression, and he described questioning his gender identity. In a video message to his parents, he said he thought about death for years and never imagined he would live past his 20s. Looking into the camera, wearing a black beanie and black t-shirt, he talked about his obsession with a Nickelodeon cartoon character named Ember, and said that in 2013 he started cross-dressing. He said he would dress as a woman on Wednesday nights, when his parents went bowling, and secretly wanted a sex change operation. "I was just a female soul trapped in a man's body my whole life," he said. Stair provided detailed explanations of his plans for carrying out the shooting, and explained his belief that these murders would allow him to cross over to an animated world he had imagined. Stair also had a fascination with multiple mass school shootings, particularly the Columbine High School massacre and its perpetrators. In his writings, Stair even called the Columbine shooters his heroes and wished he could have met them. From 2007, Stair had a presence on YouTube with his channel Pioneers Productions, which featured short sketches and collaborations he had done with other content creators. By 2014, however, he announced that he was going in a different direction with his content, citing numerous unfortunate events that had occurred in his life during the previous year. This led to the creation of Ember's Ghost Squad, a fan-based animated series focused on a fictional organization based on the Nickelodeon animated series Danny Phantom. In the evening before the shooting, Stair uploaded a final video titled, "The Westboro High Massacre." In it, he describes his hatred towards the people involved with the series through an angry prologue. It then featured a crudely animated sequence depicting him and one of the characters from Ember's Ghost Squad, murdering students at a fictional high school, before ending with montages of previous videos explaining the motives behind the shooting. He also managed 9 Twitter accounts based on his characters, where he left links to journals and videos he uploaded on Mediafire. He was living in nearby Dallas, Pennsylvania with his parents, and had lived in Pennsylvania all of his life. Stair arrived for his late-night shift at Weis Markets in Eaton Township, Pennsylvania, on the evening of June 7, 2017, during closing time at approximately 11 p.m. Stair went to the back of the store to the crew area and blocked an emergency exit at the far back of the store. He then continued with his duties, stocking shelves and cleaning up from the previous day. At 12:10 a.m., he sent out links to multiple files and videos which detailed his plans via his Twitter account. These files were labeled Journal, Suicide Tapes, and Digital Set. Stair then went back to the crew area in the rear of the store, blocked the remaining exits, then locked the automatic doors at the main entrance to the store. He then pulled out 2 pistol grip pump-action shotguns that he had concealed in a duffel bag, and walked around the store and killed 3 employees, Victoria Brong, Brian Hayes, and Terry Lee Sterling. He then approached another co-worker, Kristen Newell, who had not heard the shooting due to her listening to music with headphones on while she was labeling items and stocking shelves near the rear of the store. Stair was seen on CCTV surveillance camera footage standing behind Newell, as she worked for about 5 seconds before he proceeded to the next aisle. After this, Stair proceeded to fire at a glass and other merchandise in the store and shot multiple small portable propane tanks, which failed to explode. Around this time Newell took off her headphones. Hearing the gunshots, she hid in the crew room and called 911. After a short time, Stair concluded his shooting of the store's contents. Stair then went to the deli section of the store, placed the shotgun in his mouth, and committed suicide. A total of 59 shots had been fired. All of the shotgun rounds fired came from only one of the 2 shotguns he brought. Stair stated in his 5th suicide tape that the second shotgun was only for backup in case the first one breaks down on him or jams, and he has no way of fixing it. The shooting did not receive much attention outside of local news outlets, but multiple Pennsylvania public leaders expressed their sadness and condemned the shooter's actions. Nevertheless, in reaction to the shooting, the Weis Market store closed until July 13. A Weis Market spokesperson said, "We are deeply saddened by the events of this morning. The safety of our associates, our customers, and the surrounding community is our top priority." Becky Hayes, the sister-in-law of victim Brian Hayes, set up a GoFundMe campaign to pay for immediate expenses. Hayes was also featured on Nancy Grace's podcast Crime Stories with Nancy Grace. A search warrant obtained for Stair's Dallas area residence was made public and included an account from the fourth coworker. She said she was wearing headphones while she labeled products but heard shots and saw Stair shoot one of the victims, then turn and look at her. But she said rather than shooting her, he walked away and went down the next aisle. She hid and eventually managed to escape from the store and call 911. Then she heard more shots. An actress who voiced a cartoon character Stair created, said he sent her an email less than an hour before the killings thanking her for her work, and telling her that by the time she read the email he would be dead. Laura Favorty told Wilk Radio in an interview posted Friday, that the message from the man she knew by the pseudonym Andrew Blaze, started like a suicide note, but got darker as he outlined the true purpose of his videos, the last of which was a 42-minute animated film depicting a massacre at a high school. A prosecutor called Stair's actions a mental health situation that utterly spiraled out of control. His family released a brief emailed statement expressing sorrow for his actions. "Our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families," said his mother Lori Ann Stair. "We are so sorry for all the pain and loss of life this has caused everyone involved." On June 14, 2017, Weis Markets announced the store would be reopened. The original storefront stayed intact, but the interior was gutted and remodeled with a new floor layout. On July 13, 2017, the store was reopened. Many people who lived in the area questioned why Weis decided not to relocate the store. In an interview with WNEP, some even said they will not even enter the remodeled store due to what occurred there. However, some in the community accepted the supermarket chain's decision. One man said that it would have played into Stair's hands if the store had left. He explained, "The evil man who did this would have wanted him to move, and would have wanted people to be scared and not want to go to the store after what he did." Thanks for watching. For more videos please click like and subscribe.